All right, guys, we're back. 11:11 Mountain Standard Time, live with love. It's a pleasure to have you guys here. There's a lot going on today for me. There's a lot to plan for today for me. But before I get to that, my name is Love. It's a pleasure to have you here. What this channel is about is tapping into your clairsenses, tapping into the energies that are right now, and usually whatever is kind of coming in for me, you guys are all up for. That's why you show up here. So thank you for showing up for you. And it's kind of like, the videos that get drawn to us are the ones that there's a message that your soul wants you to hear. It might not be the whole message. It might be a part of the message. It could be a smidgen of the message. However, there's always something here for you. And you'll find that as you kind of hang with me on these 11:11 Mountain Standard Time lives. And just kind of see what comes in that day. Sometimes we pick cards. Sometimes we breathe. We're always feeling into our body. We're feeling into our energetic fields so that you guys get a practice with this. You're doing this already, by the way. When you're out there in the world and you're taking it all on, maybe you're remembering that you don't have to hold it all on your shoulders, even though you're up for taking it all on, right? There's an aspect of having discernment, of having boundaries and sovereignty. What your sovereignty is, your self-care, your self-love, and how you bring that forth in the world. And that's definitely an energy that's coming in this morning for me personally. That idea of, I think the people pleasing has come up again. The people pleasing, and people pleasing even when we don't realize that we're people pleasing, right? So there are many examples of this, but one example is where you look at all the scenarios, right? And I'm very good at this, by the way. I'm very good at finding the best case scenario in the energetic field and rolling with it, right? Following what feels good is a good way, a God way of feeling into that that highest timeline. So one of the ways we do this is, a lot of things probably there's this that comes into our field, then there's this, then there's this. And we already had planned on this stuff over here. And how well can we navigate that? How well can we go with the flow? And as we go with the flow, still keep in mind that maybe we rein in our people pleasing a little bit if it concerns other people as well. And find out, okay, what do I really need right now? What am I trying to accomplish? What experience do I want to have? Is another example of questions that pop up. About that. Hold on just a minute. I'm going to put on Do Not Disturb for people because I am popular today. All right, there you go. I apologize. I'm super popular today because there's family that's in town. There's family that's coming to town. And forgot to shut off my notifications, right? So that's a little bit, that's coming up. The boundaries, the discernment, the self-care, the self-love, the throat clearing, clearing out the throat chakra. The throat happens. This happens, guys, by the way, every so often. One of you live guys like to ask me, are you feeling okay? Is there something going on? Purely throat clearing. It's part of the people pleasing that comes up. Hold on just a minute. So we might notice that when we do embrace our sovereignty, when we do come into that space of what do I need right now? And these are all the options. These are all the possibilities coming into the field, right? That's how you can kind of see them as like little bubbles come in, like, here, look at me, look at me, look at me. Hey, Mom, are you looking at me? There are all these choices that we have in this reality, in this world, that we create, but we also are co-creating with the humans around us who, there's that word again. I'm trying to remember that word. Receptors. There are these different receptors. I don't know if that's the right word, that come into your field that will, people that come in and will add to your experience in a way that could be a higher vibrational experience and like really bring you joy. It could also be an experience that has a lot of contrast to it, right? That's a great word, contrast, when things are a little like, it's here and it's there and it's all over the place. And then we bring it back here. We like take all these things and be like, okay, let's get you guys all just kind of here. And let's kind of bring you here. Let's refocus, let's recenter, let's get into the heart. And because your needs are important as well as other needs. And there's a lot of us out there that like to make sure that everybody's happy with everything that's occurring, right? And we will go out of our way to create really enjoyable experiences for others and for ourselves, because we're also keeping ourselves in mind. But the question to ask is, can you only be happy when you're making other people happy? Like, can you be happy if people perhaps are not happy with a certain thing? Can you see what that is within you? Can you see how that works? And what wants to be added to this? There's something that wants to be added. Let me take a moment. Sometimes there's a moment where we breathe together and there's a message that comes through. It feels like there's something else that wants to come through that's surpassing my human self. So that higher aspect wants to come in, and we're going to allow it. So, and then I'll talk about a card that I picked before I got on here. So it's a pleasure to have everyone that's here with me live and on the replay. Let's take a moment and let's breathe together. Okay. We're going to bring everything that's out there. Like I said, we're just going to kind of bring it in here and just know that it's kind of in the outfield. But we're also bringing it in here into the heart space. We're going to take a breath or two or three. If you're in a place to do so and join me, please do. If you have some water or tea or something near you, doing that plasma therapy, feel free to partake. Wet your whistle. It'll help with the throat clearing. Some of what has to do with the throat clearing has to do with when you are, well, let's see what that other aspect, that superconscious self coming in, wants to tell us, wants to talk about. So, any noise that is around you in your space, any noise that you might hear on this video, just use it as a tool to bring you deeper into your breath, to pay attention to the rise and fall of your chest, to pay attention with intention that we are always asking for that of the highest light, the ascended angels, ascended masters, and ascended star beings, as well as the superconscious self, igniting our God self, our God particle, getting in harmony with the universe. This is the tone, this is the space that we are setting. I will go ahead and tone this bowl. Here we go. That came in to do that. So we're just going to kind of use a little resonance to clear the space for the topic that's coming in. Okay. Take a deep breath in and release. When you release all the air on your out breath, I want you to pause Breathe in. Pause at the top. And breathe out. Pause at the bottom. Breathe in. Pause. And breathe out. And just feel. Feel into the energy of your body. Notice if there's any vibrations that are slower, that are faster. What is the rhythm of your heart? You're here breathing in, breathing out, listening to the breath, calling in our higher aspects to be with us now, divinity itself. Come join us. Any of the guides that guide you in your day, that help you with your intuition, we call you forth. Those of the ascended realm, we call you forth. Calling in the all that there is, the many names. There are many names for the all that there is. Whatever you wish to use, we bring forth now. Yes. Those of the angelic realm. Okay. Continue to breathe and hold the field with me. Yes, the throat clearing. You may find that when you are in those experiences, you may find that you can speak the truth that you hold and speak it very frankly. Many of you will choose different ways in which to speak this truth that you have. The truth that you have that is connected to your heart, connected to the source. You can notice the tones that come out when you speak your truth. Is it a calm tone? Are you speaking from the heart? Are you speaking from the ego? Yes, this has come up this morning. The heart and the ego, the beautiful ego. Many times we'll step in to dictate how a particular choice that has come up for you should be handled. And pay attention to that term should. The term should is that of the egoic self. The term could brings an openness. Feel into those terms now. As I say, you should do this or that. You should eat better. You should watch what goes in your body. You should meditate more. And now listen to, you could eat better. You could pay attention to what goes into your body. You could meditate more often. Notice the resonance, the contrast between the two. Deep breath in, deep breath out. Notice when the world around you is all abuzz with dictations, or options, or choices. Many of you may feel like there is no choice, but there is always choice. Pay attention. It may not be a choice you thought of. It may not be a choice that is your first choice, but yet it is a choice. And as you take these choices and these options, notice your own vibration. Ask yourself, how do you want to respond? Can you take pause in the response to whatever experiences are making themselves present in your field? Are you asking what your needs are? Are you practicing discernment? Are you practicing boundaries? Are you practicing self-care, self-love? These are all part of your world and available to you should you choose to practice them. How do you practice them? Well, you wait for an experience to arise, and then you take in that experience from the vantage point of a higher perspective. You will know because you will be able to pause. You'll be able to take pause before your response comes. And you may want to take a few minutes pause. You may want to just kind of sit on it for a little while. That may occur. You may take a night's sleep to sleep on it, as they say, before you respond. We have in this world an idea that we must have an automatic comeback for whatever is brought in our experience. And oftentimes that comes because we have there are effects that can happen. Embarrassment, disgruntledness, disappointment in you perhaps. A lot of these have to do with, as was said before, the people pleasing. And oftentimes it can be disguised, the people pleasing, in the fact that you also want to have fun in your experience. You want to enjoy other people. You want to have adventures with others as well as yourself. But oftentimes there can be an overextending of your energy where it's going out here and here and here and here and here. And then pretty soon you're wondering why you're feeling the way you do. You're feeling like you need to lay down. You're feeling like you need to take a nap. Or you're overcompensating and you're overeating, over drinking, deciding maybe, oh, now I need a glass of wine to be able to carry on in this experience. Pay attention to that. What are you bringing into your coping mechanisms to be able to deal with something and carry on? That is a clue to you to come back into the center, take a breath, and ask if, do I really want to participate in this? Do I have to participate in this? There's the word, have to, right? Or do I get to participate in this? Do I really want to? Do I have to? Do I get to? Questions to ask yourself. So, take a deep breath in, and then let it all out. Letting all the air out of your belly, and then just breathing normally. People pleasing can be shown to you in many different ways. Boundaries can be shown to you in many different ways. Discernment as well. Are you pausing? Are you responding like a knee-jerk reaction? All different things that you can check out in your field and then respond from the heart. And if you're not responding from the heart, don't be hard on yourself. All of you do it. It's just part of the experience that we're here. Just notice when you're doing it. This one has noticed many times where she gets an inkling to possibly stop talking, possibly not respond right away, and yet her nervous system might be in a place where she's doing it anyway. She may not be listening to the guidance always, right? It depends on what vibration you're in. It depends on where your nervous system is. When you take that breath, when you take that pause, your nervous system calms. You're no longer functioning just from here, but you're bringing in here, you're bringing in the heart field. And when you bring in the heart field, the mind will calm down as well. The mind will start working together with the heart. The heart is the leader. If you want to kind of put it into a perspective, the mind is the servant of the heart. It is here that you are thinking. I'm going to say that again. It is here where it starts. You may think it is here, but here in your emotional field is where the experiences are created. Within here, within the womb of the sacral chakra, the creativity, and then bringing in the higher aspect through the pineal gland, we have this three eyes open. Again, with the 3-eye atlas, this is your map. Some of you may know of an atlas when you open up an actual atlas map that some of you have driven with. You now have maps on your phone that are a mobile atlas, a mobile map for you of the world. This map exists within here. This map exists within here. From the moment you take your first breath, this map, this plan is existing within you. And as we move forward with the different energies in this coming year, in the coming years that are present at this time, many of you may be feeling this, that you may feel like your old world is no longer responding in the way that you would like it to respond. This is a key note to take note of. Take a note that there is change on the horizon. And when you can apply these tools to the change on the horizon, this is within your own personal universes as well as collectively, that you will not be affected energetically as much with a possible discontent you feel out in the world, by the fear that you could feel in the world, by any types of devastation in certain areas. That could be in many different genres of your life. You know all of them. There are many different genres of your life in like health, wealth, finance, government, freedoms are coming up, your liberty, what you stand up for, and standing up for those through the heart center. When you're able to calm your nervous systems and return to the heart, this is your happy place. This is your happy place. This is your happy thought. This is where you fly. and where you thrive instead of just survive. I will say that again. Where you thrive instead of just survive. Take a deep breath in and release. Okay. We love you, we love you, we love you. Thank you so much for connecting here, now. Deep breath in and release. Kind of move your body a little bit. Adjust yourself where needed. Open your eyes. Okay. Woo! I open my eyes and I see all these people live. Hello, guys. Hello, hello. If you missed the message that came in, it'll be here on the replay. Okay. So those are the energies coming in. The people-pleasing, the boundaries, the discernment, and the self-care. Not new messages, perhaps, but we as humans, oftentimes we need repetition, right? So one of the cards that came in before I came on live was recognition. And I know it's backwards, but we're going to work with it. So this is a sacred geometry deck, and recognition came in. And I'm going to read it to you guys, but first I'm going to let you know what it means for me. What it means for me, and it's beautiful sacred geometry. What this means for me is more of recognition, is more of like recognizing my needs. What is needed in this now moment? What is needed in this now moment? And what is needed in this now moment? It's kind of a fun practice that I've done over the years as I've been trying to stay more and more in the now moment, that present moment, because we're always out in the past or we're always looking toward the future. And yes, it's important to kind of like look a little bit ahead to kind of like give an idea, like, where do I want to go? Where do I want to be? What do I want to draw to me? Do I like this partner that's with me, or is this not working anymore? Do I feel like I've been alone for a while and I'm ready to allow someone into my life? Like I'm ready to love and be loved again. So recognition. What are we recognizing in our field? What are you recognizing in your life? Where does your happiness come from? Where does your joy come from? Are you having fun in life? Do I want to have more fun? Do I want to, am I happy with my body? Or do I want to make some changes in my life and bring in something different for my body? Do I want to tone something up? Do I want to, bring in those muscles, right? What do I want to do? Recognize what you're being asked also. A lot of you are getting intuitive hits and possibly seeing them as mere coincidence. There are no coincidences. None. Everything is meant for you and is meant for you for a reason. Just like you showing up here. Might not be everything, might be just a smidgen, like I said, but there's always something for you if you take the time to ask, why am I here? Which is the age-old question that we always ask, like, why are we here? Especially we ask this when we're possibly miserable in some way, right? Or we feel like something's going on in life. But I will tell you that everything is working out for you. You might not know why it's for you at the time, but the more you pause, take breath, start taking notes of different things, you'll start noticing little synchronicities. Oh, this happened before. Oh, this happened with another relationship. This is happening again. Okay, let's look at that. Let's not just go into victimhood and be like, oh my God, why is this happening again? Not talking to our friends about it, our family about it, stranger about it. Just noting, taking note and being like, recognition. This is happening now. So that's what comes up for me personally when I think about that word, recognition. We're going to take like a moment of breath and breathe these in. And I'm going to turn this. I'm going to turn this off. Okay. I'm going to turn that off. I might like that better anyway. I'm going to turn it this way. These particular cards of sacred geometry are meant to they're meant to be horizontal for some reason. I'm not sure why, but that is what was channeled by the creator of these cards. I will post a link in the description below if you're enjoying these sacred geometry cards. And I want you to take a breath in. I'm going to put this close. And what you're going to see, it's kind of like one of those 3D, anything that you stare at with sacred geometry for a period of time is very, you will see changes. You will see new colors. You will see new shapes. Take a deep breath in. And then release. Just take a moment. I'm going to put it closer in. Hopefully my camera will keep it in focus. Let me see. Breathe in and breathe out. The sacred geometry awakens light codes that are within your DNA. We have a lot more of our DNA that we use than we're told. There's no such thing as junk DNA. Breathe into the center. Breathe into the peripheral. Breathe into the space between the space. Just gaze softly as the code for recognition is activated within your body. Activated within your energetic field. Take a deep breath in. And release. Okay. I'm just going to take a moment, gaze at it myself. I'm getting a sense of butterfly again. Transitions. Awakenings. Recognizing a deeper truth of who you are. You, I, are more than the personas, the personalities that come with our belief systems. Activating your seed point. Take a deep breath in and release. Your origins. Activating your seed points and your origins. We have many different experiences, not just from this lifetime, but other lifetimes, that are part of the makeup. So there's an activation happening with those seed points, possibly linked to the pineal gland that kind of comes up. I don't know a lot about the pineal gland. By the way, as I am tapping into the energies of the card itself, the energetic work that I work with, that I do on myself, that I experience when I'm with you, is actually still being transferred to you. So whatever you received at the time of gazing at the card, you've received, and you're also receiving the energetics that are coming through as I gaze at the card. It's kind of how the unified field works. Deep breath in and release. The way these cards work, these horizontal sacred geometry cards, the way they work is usually you're asked to gaze at it for, we were asked to gaze for it for about 81 seconds. Seems rather precise, I know. But there was a conference I was at where I got to see the speaker of these cards, and they combined sacred tones and music with the sacred geometry. So all the geometry we learned was so basic in school, and there's so much beyond that. I mean, look at the sacred geometry that you find in a snowflake. You have that same crystalline geometry within yourself, within your cells of your body. And what we choose in our environment, what we choose to do, what we choose to participate in, that could be concerts, music, video games, movies we watch, anything that is out there as a distraction, basically, is going to affect your sacred geometry. It will affect how your sacred geometry keeps its form in your body. Yeah, what you listen to, what you see, it comes back to that hear no evil, see no evil, speak no evil kind of thing. All right. What this card means. I'm going to actually tell you recognition, actually what the card came through for from this channeled. The card comes through. Abundance is also coming in, by the way. 177 might be significant for you, or 77 if you've seen a lot of sevens. Our natural birthright is to inherit the unlimited possibilities of the creative principle, the ability to manifest through cooperation, and this cooperation is based upon the recognizing the fundamental law. Love God, and love thy neighbor as thyself. Divine life is the principle of love. God, the Christ consciousness, which is the creative principle in humanity, God individualized, God spark, all in God, one mind, one spirit, one life. Our desires must be universal for the betterment of all, not personal, not selfish. Then all the power, visible and invisible, is united in our efforts. All the power and privileges of the creative principle becomes ours for the expression of our desires. By increasing our consciousness of the God and self and the creative principle within, material things then unite us closer to God. Instead of leading us away from God, for God, him, her, all, however you guys want to say it, then has a place in our experience as we receive perfect health, happiness, and abundance. In our spiritual growth, we must realize that these things belong not only to us, but to all. And as we love that neighbor as ourselves, we become the channel through which others can also realize the magnificence of this creative principle. we become aware that unless others are successful, they cannot participate in the services we offer. Our success is our neighbor's success. It is therefore clear that love serves material needs as well as spiritual needs, which is interesting. Someone wrote on here about spiritual people not needing money once. And I was like, well, that's kind of an old paradigm. That whole, like, you must be in poverty and you must not partake of certain things in order to be and have that divine connection. So recognize that abundance is necessary to be in selfless service of pure heart. Thus, allow the ability to receive. For when you have abundance, you are in great position to be of service to others. This is God's will for all humanity. Yeah, so the ability to receive is coming up. So there are many of you that have a hard time receiving. You're willing to give, and we talked about this, about helping others and being there for others, and creating that that place where you're responsible for someone's happiness. By the way, that came up recently too. I am not responsible for any other person's happiness. Say it with me. I am not responsible for others' happiness. I am not responsible for others' happiness. I am responsible for my happiness. I am responsible for my own happiness. That means that we don't look outside ourselves to have other people give us indications that we're doing a good job. We decide that we're doing a good job. We decide how we show up for each other. Just how we're showing up right here, right now. How do we show up for each other? How do we support each other? How do we make things like light up in life? We decide, right? And we also receive. We allow others, practice this in your day, in your week. Practice receiving. Practice not saying no. Practice not being like, oh, no, you don't have to do that for me. It's an age-old thing. Oh, thank you, but no, it's really too much trouble. Don't do that. That's an old way. It's an old time that we're not doing anymore. We're in new energy now. It's time. You've arrived. If you're here, you've arrived, and it's time for a change. Embrace being able to receive. And when you aren't able to receive, take a note of it. Don't give yourself a hard time like, oh my God, I just did that. I can't believe I just did that. I did that again. I don't want to live in my old world. I want to live in the new world. It's okay. Give yourself a break. Right? Be willing to give yourself a break. Not only have compassion with others, but have compassion with you. You and you and you. All of you. Bring in the compassion for self. Bring in the love. And notice when you're receiving and you're allowing yourself to receive and when you're not. Notice when it depletes you. Notice that you are worthy enough to receive, and you have been worthy enough, good enough, God enough to receive from the very beginning that you were here. Okay? Little pep talk right there at the end. It's okay. I'm going to look at the comments real quick, see if there are any questions. Yes, we're just tuning up here. That's basically what we do on this channel. We tune up. We tune up, tone up sometimes, and just show up and see what we can use in our lives. See what's helpful. So, thanks for joining me here. I will see you again at 11:11 Mountain Standard Time. Keep a note of Leap of Faith, 5 days, Leap of Faith, coming soon. If it resonates, there'll be a link soon, and I'm very excited about it. It's going to be awesome. Going to have some movement, going to have some breath, and kind of a little bit of talk of how to work with the fear that we have in our lives and use it for a positive instead of stopping us. All right. So I will talk to you guys again. I'll see you soon, and I love you. I'm going to say this one more time. I love you. I love you. I love you. See, I said one time, but it's continuing. I love you. You might not hear this in your day today. So if any point, at least you hear it right now. I love you. I love you. I love you. I love you for who you are and for who you are becoming. I love you. And I encourage you to say these words to yourself in the mirror, at least for a few minutes. See how you feel. See how you thrive. And have some fun in your day. Find something silly. Do something silly. If you've made it this far in the video and you're watching this on the replay, leave me some flowers. I love flowers. And I will talk to you guys soon. Mwah. Thank you to Silva. Got to see you. Truth is well known. Hello, Siva, Zico, Sun Director, Pac-Man. Thank you so much for all you guys joining me here today. Mwah. I'll see you again.